The Giants getting ready to face the red-hot Rays, who have won 6 of their last 7 games. Matt Chapman hoping to get things going here as the Giants look to snap a 3-game skid with the southpaw Robbie Ray on the hill for the series opener tonight. Welcome back into our NBC Sports Bay Area studios. The 3-time World Series champ Sergio Romo, Kylan Mills here. Game 1 coming your way between the Giants and Rays at the Trop, a place that you've played many times before. What's the key here for the Giants to get the dub?
Now, I do feel the key is Robbie Ray and his ability to control this Tampa Bay offense, more so for the fact that they don't strike out a whole lot. They put the ball in play. It's a scrappy ball club, very typical Tampa Bay Ray type roster where they come up and they're going to grind at bats. They're going to try to play solid defense and do everything fundamentally sound. So I do feel that Robbie Ray's ability to control this offense with that four-seam fastball, the changeup, and definitely the slider underneath the swing of these righties. So Robbie Ray, to me, is the difference tonight.
All right, well, Ray has been great to start out this 2026 season. He set the tone for the Giants before. They're going to need great pitching going up against a Rays team that's among the hottest in baseball, the second best record in MLB since April 10th. That's what the Giants are up against here tonight and throughout the course of this 3-game set this weekend. First pitch of Game 1 between the Giants and Rays is coming your way next here on NBC Sports Bay Area. We'll see you for the postgame show. This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the San Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
All right, we're back live in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Tampa Bay, tonight they're calling them the Devil Rays on this Friday night. And the Giants for a 3-game weekend series. We do have our game time weather brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Of course, we're indoors, so calling it weather. How about what is the thermostat set to? 72 degrees. We're not going to have wind inside. Humidity is
very comfortable, Dave.
Climate control. Very comfortable tonight here in St. Pete, and we'll quickly get to the Giants lineup brought to you by your Bay Area Chevrolet dealers, because the Rays have taken the field and we're about ready to start this game. So the Giants lineup looks like this. You got Ramos, Chapman, Arise, Schmidt, Devers, Adames, Lee, and Encarnacion. Another start against a tough lefty, and Bailey doing the catching and batting ninth against the left-hander Shane McClanahan, who is all warmed up on the mound. And his first pitch of the night to Elliot Ramos is ball 1. We're underway.
And once again, another hard throwing lefty that the Giants are going to have to face. He mixes his pitches well, has an extraordinary changeup, and he used it a lot in his last outing. We'll see if that continues.
Ramos, good swing. Ramos has had a lot of good swings lately. Look at the numbers for Shane McClanahan.
2-2 with a 3.91, just 23 innings pitched, 25 strikeouts, 13 walks, and only 1 home run. So keeping the ball in the ballpark.
Last start, Ramos kind of broke down there. It's 1-2. Last start, McClanahan got his first win in more than 1,000 days. He's a guy who's had a lot of success as a young pitcher and then has been through all kinds of injury issues. The dirt to Ramos.
Very impressive, and before he got hurt, just an absolute electric arm for the Rays. I'm sure they're excited to have him back and in the win column. It's a lot of work and a long road, no doubt.
Guy who's getting Cy Young votes in his first full year as a big leaguer. Ramos, there's that changeup, goes down swinging to start the night.
And we'll take a look at the StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. The Shane McClanahan 2026 pitch arsenal. Well, it's a 4-pitch mix, but mainly the first 3, the 4-seam changeup, slider, and curve. And the changeups, he keeps using more and more of them. So we'll see if that usage shifts as the season goes on.
Now Chapman, he takes strike 1. You mentioned his last start where he got that first win in so long. He really changed up his pitch mix quite a bit.
It was 40% on the changeup. Hitters were 1 for 8 against it. So why not?
There's a fastball at 96 miles an hour right there to Chapman. It's 0-2. Well, the Giants, after a long day yesterday and 2 games where they played so well for most of the game and gave up the lead in the 9th inning both times. So swept in a doubleheader by the Phillies. Late night arrival here in the Tampa Bay area. rest up, get ready for a weekend against a good team.
They played good ball to come up with 2 losses. It's definitely a spirit deflator, losing a lead in the 9th back-to-back games, but played excellent defense. And you know, if you're trying to flip the perspective, is, you know, we got a lot of reps in yesterday. We're locked in for today.
Yeah, and Tony Vitello was kind of talking about that before the game. Chapman strikes out swinging, so he went back with the fastball, and that's back-to-back strikeouts.
Well, let's take a look at the Rays defense, brought to you by Walk-Up Personal Injury Law. In the outfield from left to right, you got the speedster Chandler Simpson in left field, Johnny DeLuca in center, and Jake Fraley in right. On the infield, you got from left to right once again Junior Caminero, Taylor Walls, Ben Williamson at second, Ryan Valade at first, and behind home plate, Nick Fortes.
Left on left, Arise swings through a first pitch fastball. Talking about Tony Vitello and his message to us and maybe to his team as well. Sometimes you have to learn lessons the hard way, and you got to take something from the mistakes that the Giants made to lose those games and focus on the stuff that you did do well, but learn from the stuff that you didn't do well.
Yeah, and I mean, they did so many things well. That's where it's really tough to kind of fathom going out of there with 2 losses. Just the 9th inning kind of Achilles heel got them twice, and two big at bats where you just keep throwing the same pitch.
Arise flips one into left center, and that's going to be caught by DeLuca. So the Giants go down in order against McClanahan. The Rays will come up against Robbie Ray when we come back. Very strong first inning for Shane McClanahan. Giants go down scorelessly. So now the Rays will come up at the bottom of the first, and the Tampa Bay lineup looks like this. Brought to you by your Bay Area Chevrolet dealers. Chandler Simpson, man, he is maybe the fastest player in the game. Giants will have to control him. Junior Caminero's got big power. Valade, Diaz having a great year. Williamson, DeLuca, Fraley, Fortes, and Taylor Walls. Not a lot of big names. It's been a productive offense. And Robbie Ray's got his hands full. The Rays are swinging the bats well.
Yeah, you just going through their lineup, and the OPS looks strong, but Robbie Ray is strong as well. 2-3 with a 2.70, 33 in the 3rd innings, 35 strikeouts to just 14 walks. He is a fly ball kind of strikeout pitcher. He has allowed 5 home runs, but really done excellent so far this season. Once again,
Chandler Simpson bunts on the first pitch of the game. Arise, bare hand, not in time. You can know that it's coming, and he still pulls it off.
Yeah, and Robbie Ray is absolutely tough on lefties, so this is a really nice sneak attack from Chandler Simpson, who, as you mentioned, the fastest sprint speed in the league. Gets down to first base at a 3.67 clip, or 3.68 clip. Unbelievable.
He went home to first there in 3.63 seconds, and he stumbled.
Yeah, wow. His average is 3.68, so on a bunt with a stumble.
That's pretty amazing.
He's got 11 steals on the season, so now you got to watch him there as well.
Definitely looking to go as Caminero takes a called strike from Robbie Ray.
Has been caught 3 times, though, so a little cat and mouse right there, right out of the chute.
Caminero, big swing, foul tip on the fastball, and Ray, who sometimes we see Robbie kind of build into the velocity as the start goes on. That's 95 on his 3rd pitch of the night.
Already the Gladiator, always the iconic grunter. You could hear him from up here.
This is definitely a stadium with the roof and the way the sound echoes in here to accentuate the grunts. 0-2. Longer pause. Caminero, a good cut, fouled it back. Spanish audio is available on the SAP channel. A look at the newly reconstructed Tropicana field, the Trop, after the storm 2 years ago. Of course, the Rays played their home games last year over in Tampa at the Yankees minor league spring training home. There goes Simpson, and they've got it picked off. Devers fires, Adames tags. He's out at second.
Round 1, Robbie Ray, beautiful kind of hang and read, and gets the pick off right there when Chandler takes off, sees him going. And Devers, this is a beautiful play from Devers right here, because he's absolutely flying. You got to throw an absolute bullet on the money, and Adames sticks the landing. That is a nice once again, defensive play from this Giants infield on this road trip.
Yeah, you saw the Giants pitcher point over to Devers. He knew how good a throw that was.
Really good from all of them, and it was kind of a slide step pick as well from Robbie Ray. Got it out of his hand. Beautiful transition.
In the dirt. Junior Caminero, the count is 1-2 to him.
And I want to emphasize this more. You know, they had the good homestand and tough start to this road trip, but they played excellent defense. They did so many little things that are inspiring as a baseball enthusiast, and they continue right out of the chute here to get a really speedy, dangerous Chandler Simpson out.
2-2. The slider bounced from Ray. Caminero, who's the big power threat on this Rays team. He's got monster raw power. 8 home runs. In on the hands, but he fouls that one off.
Yeah, he is definitely one of the exciting young players on this Rays team.
Did he go? Strike 3 called, and he's challenging. So a challenge coming up. Strike 3 called. He might be right on this one.
I think he's right. Yep.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. It's a ball.
Ball's overturned. Tampa has 2 challenges remaining.
So John Bacon, the home plate umpire. By the way, on our score graphic at the top of your screen, Caminero, another foul ball. You see above SF and TB the 2 little dots. So those dots indicate that the ABS challenges both are remaining on each side, and if a team loses a challenge, the dots will change. Just
newly added today, huh, Dave?
Brand new. May 1st, we're rolling it out. Foul tip.
Welcome to the future. The future is now.
Tell me about it. This has turned into a battle, hasn't
it? It sure has. And Ray throwing him for the first thing some really nice fastballs. Caminero just spoiling him.
This is the 11th pitch of the at bat, and he got him swinging on a 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
I don't want to say anything's unhittable, but that was pretty unhittable. And the Giants defense brought to you by Walk-Up Personal Injury Law. In the outfield today in Tampa, we got Elliot Ramos in left, Jung-Hoo Lee in center, Gerard Encarnacion, the big righty, gets the nod against McClanahan in right. On the infield, you got the Gold Glover Matt Chapman at third, Willie Adames at short, Luis Ariz at second, Rafael Devers at first, and Patrick Bailey, the Gold Glover, behind home plate.
So after that long at bat, now Ryan Valade, who's the first baseman tonight for the Rays. He takes a ball inside. Slider. Ryan Valade is starting at first base for the 2nd time in his career, and you can see why they want him in the lineup. He hadn't played a whole lot, but the offensive number is really good.
Off to a very good start.
Up and away, 2-0, and Ray kind of stumbled on his follow through.
Not sure what all that maybe. Yeah, maybe just a little footing.
Get back on top, do your little breathing exercise, and grunt one in there for a strike.
And he did it. There you go.
2 down, nobody on. Just underway on this Friday evening in St. Petersburg, Florida. 3-game series, Giants Rays. Fouled off 2-2. This is the Giants' 5th all-time visit to Tropicana Field.
Wow. That doesn't seem like very many.
Now they've played 12 games all time in this stadium before tonight. Just not many. Valade softly on the ground, charging. Chapman cut right in front of Adames and throws him out. So Robbie Ray won the battle with Caminero and retires the Rays scorelessly in the first. All right, back here in St. Pete for inning number 2. Giants and the Rays. Casey Schmidt against McClanahan. Takes ball 1. Giants went down quickly in the top of the first. The Rays had the one long battle at bat, Caminero against Robbie Ray, but no score after 1. Numbers for Schmidt just really good.
He has really been a catalyst in the middle of the order. Earned himself kind of that 4-hole slot the way he's been hitting the ball all season. Very quick on anything inside.
Schmidt tried to turn on that one and just got under it with that roof as the backdrop. Simpson saw it into his glove. 1 away. Be part of the story of this series as we check out the umpires. We've mentioned John Bacon, who is calling balls and strikes. Hunter Wendelstedt, that's Hunter Pence's favorite umpire just because of the name. Nick Lentz, Vic Carapazza, the crew chief, over at third. Now Devers way inside, got buzzed by that one. You and I will spend some time talking this weekend about, because we have a little experience trying to catch fly balls with the roof as a backdrop, and it's just not that easy.
It is very difficult, and maybe it's a little different now because it kind of different colored with the new roof. I didn't get to ask the outfielders. They did their work right when I left the field, but I'll be interested to hear how they see it, how they experience it, and see how this game goes. But it is very difficult.
Evers swings through that high slider, 1-2. Giants did set up like a pitching machine on a big angle and shot some pop flies up with the machine so that players could get out there and just get some reps.
Yeah, the BP reps are really important here.
At strike 3, Devers knew it. It's the 3rd strikeout already for McClanahan.
And we'll take a look here. 97 McClanahan. Velo is a little bit up from what he's been averaging this season. 97 sinker right on the outside corner. That'll do it.
So 2 down, and Willie Adames comes to the plate. Willie, who is back here in Tampa Bay, takes a big curveball for a strike. He started his big league career here when he was 22 years old. Credits the Rays with a lot of his development. Big swing and miss on the changeup. It's 0-2. Still has a lot of friends here. We saw Willie saying hi to everybody before the game.
He has a lot of friends everywhere, Willie.
He does. He's the friendliest guy in baseball. 0-2 pop up behind home plate. That one, though, is over the backstop. This one of his 178 hugs that he gave before the game today. Okay,
the
2.
Energizer Bunny.
3. Come on, find somebody else. Hug somebody else.
Hey, Rodney Linares.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's friend except for the Philly fanatic, maybe.
Good call. He doused his scooter with water. Adames rips that one into left field, and that's going to be a base hit. One hop to Simpson. A 2-out hit for Adames.
Hey, he likes sitting here.
Well, we were talking about it. Why not make it our play of the game? Presented by your California Ford dealers. May 22nd, 2018. Red Sox right here in St. Pete. Willie Adames. He took Chris Sale deep for his first career hit. That was his first big league game.
Man, that's a good first hit and first homer, and off of Chris Sale. How about that?
He was just telling me about that the other day, remembering his first start against Chris Sale. You might as well just get thrown into the deep end of the pool.
Yeah, let's give me the nastiest one you got.
Jung-Hoo Lee out to left center. Hit it fairly hard, but Simpson now comes in a couple steps and catches. Out number 3. 1 hit, 1 stranded midway through 2. It's scoreless in St. Pete.
The telecast is brought to you by Roaring Camp Railroads. There's magic in the Redwoods. Travel over trestles through towering redwood groves to the summit of Bear Mountain.
Robbie Ray back to work in the shadows of the Ray tank here at the Trop. You can go out and pet the Rays if you want, if you're a fan here in this stadium. Yandy Diaz, who's having a really good start to the year offensively. There they are.
That's pretty cool. They're petting them. Get in there.
It's not as dramatic as like the manta ray lights at the Mauna Kea in Hawaii, but it's still kind of cool.
It's really cool. They're lurking out there. Cuties. That guy or girl. That is pretty neat attraction. I'd like to go pet them.
I think we can make that happen. Diaz to right field and deep. Encarnacion at the wall, and it's gone. Opposite field home run for a guy who's just swinging the bat so well. Yandy Diaz, his 5th home run. 1-0 Rays.
Yeah, you're right about that. Came into the game with 899 OPS and really swinging a hot bat, and to backspin a homer right there. That's pretty big power. Yandy Diaz. It's a nice swing. Take another look here. Four-seamer away, not in. He goes with the pitch, and no wind. You backspin it, you get that carry, and it just barely gets out of the reach of Encarnacion. It's a tall wall.
Guy brought his glove, made the catch.
Nice play.
So a home run to start the bottom of the 2nd, and Ben Williamson tries to go back-to-back. Encarnacion, though, will catch it in front of the wall.
That's big boy territory for a righty. And Robbie Ray, a guy who gets a lot of fly balls, has given a couple home runs, but this time gets the out.
And a good play by Gerard Encarnacion. When you don't have Gilbert and Lee out there, you do. I mean, it's not a knock on Gerard, but you give up a little something defensively. So in a different environment than he is used to, it's good to see him make that play.
For a big man, though, he can cover some ground. Nice play. He's sneaky fast, Dave.
He is. He's got a little speed.
But, you know, Jung Hoo and Drew Gilbert got some real wheels.
Slider to DeLuca. DeLuca, 283 batting average. On the ground, foul, third base side.
They got the old school Devil Rays unis on. He's definitely got the old school look.
For some reason, when I see that uniform, I think of Wade Boggs. They signed Wade Boggs 100%. When they were brand new as a franchise. That one to right field. Gerard's going to get tested here, and on top of the mound, he keeps his footing and makes a catch.
Big man's an athlete, sticks the landing. That is a difficult play, and they're getting his sprints in. The Rays just right field attack, and Gerard, look at him, long striding, able to slow it down, handle the mound. That can really take you out. It's actually really dangerous. So nice job. There's a little hill of dirt right there. You saw him kick it, but doesn't go down. Well done.
Fastball, strike one to the left-handed hitting Jake Fraley. That was a good play.
Very good play. You're right about that, Dave.
Left on left to your Fraley. Ball, 1 strike to count. Giants defense just continues to play well. You know, all the metrics, no matter what system you use, rate the Giants defense as one of the best in the big leagues.
Passes the eye test.
It does. That's sort of why I bring it up, because you and I watch and we think, man, they're making a lot of good plays, and then you look into some of that data that's available, and
it's exciting to watch some of these plays they're making. And it was an emphasis in spring training. They're carrying it into the season. You love to see it.
1-2, just missing. Strike 3 called. Fraley wasn't real happy, but he didn't challenge. Yandy Diaz, the home run, first run of the game. We go to the third, 1-0 Rays.
All right, Giants fans, score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. From official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies, we've got the season covered. Visit MLBshop.com, the official source for your San Francisco Giants gear.
Plenty of Giants gear here inside the Trop. A good number of Giants fans who are here for game 1 of this series.
Yes, indeed. They're showing up out here.
And they're watching Mr. Defense at the plate.
Mr. Defense. I'm telling you, I've gotten tripped up on the mounds over there, and he had to scoot to get there. That was pretty impressive.
Encarnacion batting 8th, then Bailey, and then back to the top of the order. Gerard gets a foul.
After you make a couple good defensive plays, you get your vibes feeling good. Love to see them come up to bat right after.
I bet you he has some good swings tonight. He's finally starting to get a few more regular reps at the plate.
All these lefties.
Giants are seeing a lot of lefties.
And one thing, that's a good foul ball right there. He gets really good with 2 strikes. And take another look. Watch him slow it down, but then he also still, while doing that, kicks the mound a little bit. Doesn't trip up it. Yeah, that's dangerous.
He's asking the bullpen guys, why did you put that there?
Yeah. Well, McClanahan, that's filthy once again. Wait. Fell off 96, and then you get the turbo change at 87.
That's 4 strikeouts in the first 8 hitters of the night. Here's Bailey. The kind of swings we were seeing yesterday from some of the Phillies.
Yeah, Logan Webb got a couple of those. That one just pouring in.
0-2.
He went for it. Fastball, slider, changeup. Bailey able to battle off. Pretty tough pitch. A little bit of everything.
Well, now he's seen the stuff for the most part. Out to right, not deep. Fraley kind of got a late break, but he's got time to get there. 2 down. And back to Ramos.
Almost had a big series in Philly. Having the ball to right center.
First pitch swing and picked nicely by Caminero, who slings it over, pulled out of the dirt at first. Ramos and the Giants are gone midway through 3 in St. Pete.
Well, the Giants are going to return home Monday for an NL West showdown as Fernando Tatis Jr. and the San Diego Padres visit Oracle Park for a 3-game series. Get your tickets now at sfgiants.com/tickets.
Padres playing well. One of 2 visits they'll make to San Francisco this year. We've already been to San Diego for a 3-game set that the Giants won. Strike 1. Robbie Ray back to work to the catcher Fortes here in the last of the 3rd. A solo home run by Yandy Diaz is the only run of the game so far. (8-9-1) for the Rays. Blasted but well fouled down the left field line.
Not a lot of body movement from Fortes, but he's got some quick hands.
Saw him with the Marlins. Rays, I mean, in some ways, think about all the really good players they've had here over the years, and most of them haven't stuck around for a long time, but they've had a lot of talent.
They just churn out and develop so many great players.
The one position where they've kind of struggled is at catcher. Fortes to center field, sending Jung-Hoo Lee back. Out number 1. And a lot of people around here still to this day, I mean, think about how long ago that was. Still talk about them passing up Buster Posey, who played his college ball up the road in Tallahassee, where Kevin Cash played his college baseball. And they didn't pick Buster.
Thank you, Tampa Bay.
Giants picked him, and history of the game was altered.
Didn't Seattle pass up on Tim Lincecum as well?
They did. They just rub it in.
So we're just scooping up all your talent. East Coast to West Coast.
1-1 to Taylor Walls.
Giants have the 4th pick overall this year. It's going to be exciting, Dave.
They do. There's a lot of talk around the organization about that. They're putting in a ton of work. Giants shot way up in the draft lottery. They have a lottery now in baseball, and so the Giants this year got some real good luck in the lottery.
Randy Wynn, the lucky charm.
I think they would have picked 15th, and they are up to 4 in a draft that has some really exciting talent at the top of the draft. Foul. So the draft's still a ways away, but it's amazing the level of work that's going in now from Michael Holmes and his whole group.
We got to hear a little bit about it from Javi Lopez in Philly.
Talked to Zach about it. Talked to Michael when he was in Cincinnati about all the work that everybody's doing.
So it'll be interesting to see for sure which way the Giants go. Last time we had something this exciting was number 2. We got Joey Bart.
1-2 pitch. Another foul ball. Well, Rays are hitting a lot of fouls against Robbie Ray.
Not a lot of base runners, just the bunt that they picked off Chandler Simpson, and the solo homer. So been working out of the windup.
Just misses. Good pitch. And for a guy hitting below 200, hitting 9th, he's having a heck of an at bat.
Yeah.
Shallow right, Encarnacion. 2 outs.
Mr. Defense is there.
He's going to work his way into a defensive replacement role on this team.
Those long legs, sneaky fast, I tell you. Nice play once again. That'll turn the lineup over. But for Taylor Walls, I know he just got out. Only 19 at bats so far this season. Oh, no, 59. Never mind.
Here's Simpson, who bunted on the first pitch of the game for a hit. He might do it again. He might keep doing it. Take strike 1.
I mean, Robbie Ray is extremely tough on lefties, so makes sense.
Nobody has more bunt and infield hits in the big leagues than this guy. 0-2.
And honestly, if he gets on base, granted he got picked off, there's a good chance it turns into a double.
I think it's why he's hitting leadoff now. For most of his Rays career, he's been a bottom of the order type hitter because he doesn't have a lot of power. But I think the Rays view the running game as just an extension of him swinging the bat. Strike 3 called. Simpson's challenging.
Batter challenging, strike 3.
Looks like he might lose this one.
He does. So
The call is confirmed. Tampa has 1 challenge remaining.
Rays lose a challenge. Ray gets the strikeout. We go to the 4th. 1-0 Tampa Bay.
This telecast is brought to you by Toyota, class-leading MPG and more hybrid models than any other brand. Toyota, let's go places. And by Provident Credit Union, make life easy.
Matt Chapman scorches one to left on the first pitch of the 4th inning, and Simpson runs it down. Chapman just blistered a liner, but it's caught. 1 pitch, 1 out.
103 off the bat.
Keep doing that, you'll get good results.
Baseball's not fair. Good swing, Matty. And right here, change up, and got every bit of it.
Rise takes a ball. Rise lined out to center field his first time up. 303 batting average. 2-0.
Got a good view of his batting practice today. It's impressive. The consistent low line drives, the disciplined approach. It's not a coincidence. His work ethic and his routine is flawless.
Works the count to 3-0. First 3-ball count of the game for the left-hander McClanahan. I think Arise would probably be taking.
So good, isn't it? Oh man.
He even does that.
Fake bat toss.
3-1. Pulls that one and fair off the glove of Valade. Arise is turning and heading for second, and he's going to be waved to third. The relay, he's out by a lot. Oh man. He got the go sign from his third base coach, and he was out by 5 feet.
And I mean, you want it to be a little closer than that, but getting to third with 1 out is a big deal. It's a big difference in being on second. And credit to the Rays, they executed the cutoff man relay here. And
now Schmidt, a slow chopper. Walls, good play. Giants are gone just like that. 7-pitch inning that even included a double. 1-0 midway through 4.
Giants fans, welcome back to the broadcast booth presented by Lazy Boy. I'm Hunter Pence alongside the wicked wordsmith himself, our play-by-play analyst, Dave Fleming.
You got the
What's
energy
happening, baby?
tonight.
It's a facade, 100%. Well, we're having fun. It's baseball, baby.
Yeah, crazy half inning we just saw.
Yeah.
The Giants hitting hard hit balls all over the place, and now Robbie Ray will go back to work here in the dome.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate once again. Eventually, you expect a couple breaks, but ran a little too hard.
Caminero had the long battle with Ray back in the first inning, ultimately struck out. Takes ball 1 here to start the bottom of the 4th. One and one.
You know why you got the wicked wordsmith today,
Why?
Dave?
Why?
Because you dropped 2 scoreless leads.
Yeah, I don't use that word that often. You noticed I worked it in 2 different times.
So earned you a new title.
The wordsmith of the day. I do my word puzzles every morning. Maybe it's starting to pay off finally.
It's paying off big time.
Junior Caminero. Bailey was thinking about that one, but didn't challenge. 3-1. Off the inside.
It's good, no challenge.
Giants haven't been as successful lately with some of their challenges. Big swing, foul ball. We told you about the graphic with the ABS challenge new tonight to our score graphic, and you can see Giants still have 2 left with 2 little dots above SF. The Rays have lost a challenge, so they only have 1 dot.
It's pretty cool.
Count still full, 3-2. He's between his 2 at-bats already tonight. Junior Camanero's hit 8 foul balls.
And with all these kind of, you feel like lengthy at-bats, Ray still pitch counts really looking solid if he can get through this one.
Caminero, man, obliterates that one to left field onto the walkway.
As you see on your screen, 113, 439, and he got all of that one. His 12th of the year for Caminero, and it's a little hard of the Rays lineup is really, really electric, and they can slug it with the best of them.
Wasn't even really a terrible pitch. It was up.
Pretty impressive uncorkage of that one. And just huge leg kick, and then tally-ho.
It feels like he earned that one with all those foul balls and as many pitches as he had seen already tonight. So 2-0 Rays on 2 solo home runs. And the Rays, Camanero's a guy who you definitely think of with power. Yandy Diaz has been an all-star before, but it's not like it's a lineup full of guys you think are going to hit a bunch of home runs, but they've hit 10 more home runs this year than the Giants have.
30 games in.
On the ground, backhanded by Chapman, winds up, long throw right there.
It is also a much different ballpark they play in at home, and the AL East in particular has a lot of home run friendly ballparks, but that one right there is probably going anywhere.
Everywhere.
Now Yandy Diaz, if we're at Oracle, might be a different story.
He hit one just over the right field wall in his first at bat. Checked his swing and took a ball. Diaz is now in the top 10 in all-time Rays home run hitting. They use right field a lot with their power. Diaz this time to shallow left. Ramos, who was one of those guys, looking up into the roof, doing some practice before the game. 2 down.
Yeah, and you know Gerard's been running everywhere, running down fly balls. Giants outfielders have looked like they're seeing it pretty good. Haven't even noticed it.
Yeah, it's true.
There you have a good view right there of the ceiling. You're looking for a white baseball in the middle of a white roof.
There's a whole set of ground rules related to if a ball happens to hit one of those rings that supports the roof. We're not going to go over them unless a ball hits it. Then we'll tell you all about it.
And sometimes it does.
Sometimes they do. They even have the little foul lines mapped out on the rings. 1-1 to Ben Williamson. They're hoping to be out of here in like 3 years. They fixed it up after the storm for this season and the next couple, but they're working on maybe even a new ballpark over across the bay in Tampa. Slider for a ball, 2-1. Good slider, 2-2. Got him. Change up for strike 3. Fourth strikeout for Ray, but another solo home run for the Rays, and they lead the Giants 2-0.
Giants fans, the Levi's 501 flash sale is happening now. $5.01 tickets are available to May, June, and July home games. Matchups against the Blue Jays, D-backs, and more on sale now. Get your $5.01 tickets at sfgiants.com/501.
Left on left, Devers takes one right in there for a called strike. So the count is 1-1 to Rafi Devers. McClanahan have some history from a few years ago. Of course, Devers was playing in the AL East, and McClanahan before all the injuries started to pile up. But for Devers, it's just tough times right now, almost no matter who the pitcher is. 1-2. Fouled just above us. Back out of play.
Got 409 coming into today. 9 for 22.
Pretty good, darn good, considering those at bats came when McClanahan was just
Nobody was hitting him.
he was one of the toughest pitchers to hit in the league, and still might be.
Hey, he's looking pretty good here tonight.
Devers stays alive. Well, he's battling here.
He's always battling. See if he can get it going. We're in there with it.
Drives that one foul. He had a pitch to hit. It was 97.
This is a battle right here for sure. There hasn't been a lot of long at bats. McClanahan's been working quick, so this is really, really nice. If he can win this to lead off the inning.
He hits on hard into right center field, base hit. A low liner. He was on time for that slider. A leadoff single for Devers.
And that is a really beautiful at bat. You get a nice deep count, fouling, fighting, a tough slider, perfect pitch away, and he absolutely blisters this one. 107 off the bat. And you're just waiting for that one at bat. It's May. Maybe this is the one that turns the tides and gets Rafi going.
Adames called strike, and Adames is challenging, by the way.
Challenging the strike.
Very nice right there.
So Adames is challenging.
Looks like he's going to win.
Call's overturned. San Francisco has 2 remaining.
Keep the dot on the score bug. Giants stay with 2 ABS challenges. And it's 1-0 to Adames, who had a base hit his first time up. Now he's ahead in the count 2-0.
He knows the strike zone here. He's had a lot of at bats. Sees it well.
A lot of at bats in this place. And yeah, he was a young
confident
player, really young player. Never had a real high batting average in this place, but a lot of experience. He's ahead in the count 3-0. The second time through, I mean, think about Chapman hit the liner, Arise hit the double, and then was thrown out at third. Devers with the hard hit.
Yeah, they're seeing him good here the second time through. It's a different story, Dave. No doubt.
Strike to Adames. Maybe just taken all the way. Three and 1 to Adames. Swings through the fastball. 3-2. Might have helped him out there. That was a pitch up. Jung-Hoo Lee waiting on deck. Big pitch here. Giants are down 2-0. Chance to really put some pressure on McClanahan. That is strike 3 called. Adames is challenging again.
Better challenging strike 3.
He might. It's so close. Oh my goodness.
Call is confirmed. San Francisco has 1 remaining.
That's incredible. What a pitch.
It was, and I think that was a good challenge.
Yes, 100%.
Giants have lost some challenges here lately where you kind of shake your head. Not that one.
Wow.
So now Lee And the dirt ball one to Jung-Hoo. That's big out. Lee had the huge hit yesterday in game 2 against one of the tougher lefty relievers you could come across, Jose Alvarado. He pulls that one into right field. That's a base hit. Devers speeding around second, heading for third, and he's in there. First and third for the Giants, one out after the hit by Lee.
Right in step with you talking about that big hit against the nasty lefty. He also got one off of Meza. He's starting to really not only be on righties, he's getting comfortable with lefties, and these are some elite lefty arms, and he's just squaring the ball up. You love to see it.
Well, that's going to prompt a visit. The pitching coach Kyle Snyder. Giants have an opportunity here to get on the board, and maybe more than just that with Encarnacion coming up. Longtime pitching coach here in Tampa, a guy that a lot of people around the game speak really highly of. Giants have an assistant pitching coach new to the big league staff this year named Christian Wonders, who worked with the Rays for a couple of years and really learned a lot from Kyle Snyder. Part of the Giants coaching staff now.
It definitely has been impressive what the Rays have been able to accomplish the last 10-15 years without necessarily the same salaries as a lot of the other teams in their division.
Encarnacion, good take there on a first pitch slider, ball one. The Giants hitters are getting ahead in this inning. Now Encarnacion on the ground to third, backhanded by Caminero. Second one, throw to first, got him, double play. Beautifully turned by the Rays. The Giants get a couple of hits, but the double play ball means no runs. All right, the Giants trailing the Rays 2-0 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. There's Christian Wonders back here in St. Pete. Hunter, just give me 1 second. Indulge me. Okay, I got to say a big thank you to the people in Visalia, California. Tomorrow night, there is a Dave Fleming broadcaster bobblehead for the Visalia Rawhide. When I was working there 26-7 years ago, they were the Visalia Oaks, the Visalia Rawhide. The San Jose Giants are in Visalia, so they did it with the Giants in town. And I'm flattered. It was my first year in professional baseball, my first year as a baseball broadcaster, and they're celebrating it with a bobblehead giveaway tomorrow night. So if you're in the Central Valley, if you're a Giants fan, get to a Visalia game tomorrow night, pick up the bobblehead, then come see us in San Francisco and show me the bobblehead.
How about that handsome fellow with the big cheesy smile? Hasn't changed a bit.
What was I? I was probably 23 years old.
Look at that.
I was in Visalia.
Little cutie Dave bobblehead. I need one of those. Need you in my desk.
I can get you one. Anyway, it's
that's cool.
Very
that
nice
really
of them to acknowledge that's where my baseball career started. I have lots of fond memories. They're great people in the Central Valley down in Visalia. They took good care of me. Tomorrow night. I mean, and the San Jose Giants are there. So if you're a Giants fan, it's like,
yeah, it's a win-win. Win.
Minor league baseball.
You
It's
get a
fun.
game, you get to watch your San Jose Giants, and you get the real prize, the Dave Fleming bobblehead.
Go see Johnny Level play shortstop for
yeah.
the San Jose Giants. That kid could play, man.
Had an outstanding season.
Full count here to DeLuca. Giants still frustrated on offense. They've had some chances. Double play. Wiped out the most recent one. 3-2 is fouled off to the right. Eighth pitch of the at bat coming up here. Tony Vitello watching closely. His starter, who's pitched well tonight, has given up 2 solo home runs. That's the difference in the game. Now a fly ball, really more like a pop-up. 1 out.
Well, it's horse racing's biggest stage, the 152nd Kentucky Derby. Live coverage from Churchill Downs tomorrow morning at 11:30, only on NBC and Peacock. Check out Renegade, check out So Happy, some of the favorites.
It's always a show. The hats, the scene.
The scene.
It's something else.
The fashion.
Derby Day tomorrow. Big miss from Ray to Fraley. Probably the post time is probably almost like right about first pitch time tomorrow, huh?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Check the schedule.
Oh no, we're mid-afternoon tomorrow here. Well, good thing I looked.
Before. I was about to say. I wanted to agree with you, but
the game time listings are Pacific time. So yeah, it's 6:10 tomorrow evening here in St. Pete. Good pitch there. How many grown adults does it take to read a schedule?
a lot.
That's our segment here. Two and two to Fraley. Ball, Arise, backhand across the body throw. Got him.
Another beautiful defensive play from Luis Arise. And you mentioned the article about his defensive play this season. It's, you know, everyone was questioning that, and Arise has been working with Ron Washington. He's been just really excellent. Fun to watch.
Yeah, pulled up Fangraphs today, baseball website. Foul ball from Fortes, and the #1 article on the site today was Luis Arise is good at defense now.
He is. Defensive run saved right there. Take a peek. Already 4 and counting, just up there with Nico Horner.
That's good company.
Yeah, but I mean, his arm is strong. He's moving. He sticks anything in his range. Everything has been on time.
Got him. What a nice changeup again. He's used the changeup a couple times to get a strikeout. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for the left-hander Robbie Ray. We will go to the 6th. Giants need some runs, down 2-0.
Well, it's K-pop fireworks night next Friday, May 8th, as the Giants open a weekend series against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Following Friday's game, the sky will light up golden with a spectacular fireworks show featuring your favorite K-pop songs. Get your tickets now at sfgiants.com/K-pop.
Look who's watching as a fan. Well, sort of working and watching as a fan. Mariana DePaula, part of the Great Giants PR crew.
Yes, she is.
Her brother lives here. She doesn't get to see her brother very often. I think that's Paolo on her right.
That's awesome.
So they're spending some time together at the Trop. Mariana does a great job with Matt Chisholm's team, and it's good to know that she talks somebody else's ear off too. She likes to talk.
Is that right?
She does.
She doesn't really talk my ear off, but she definitely takes care of all the paperwork that you need to do the broadcast, and I appreciate it.
Bailey went around 2-2.
Do you have a favorite K-pop song yet, Dave?
I don't. Should I be working on that?
Just say Swim. That'd be good.
Swim.
Hey, yeah, you're actually already singing it.
Bailey lines a base hit into left field. A leadoff single for the 2nd straight inning for the Giants. The bat quality has gotten a lot better here as the game has gone on. They just don't have anything to show for it.
Well, leadoff man on is something to show for it. You want to cash in some runs, but really good slider, perfectly placed down and in and right on time. Patrick Bailey, you're right, healthy, balanced, and keep getting base runners, keep getting opportunities.
Down to Ramos. Rays do have the bullpen working now. Little dribbler. McClanahan picked it. There's one. Wow, got him double play. A swinging bunt double play.
McClanahan, just a beautiful play, good body control, fields it cleanly and secures. Not many pitchers, I think, have kind of this body control, real quick hands, almost like a shortstop to get the speedy Ramos.
Very frustrating second double play the Giants have grounded into. Chapman takes a ball. One and one. Challenge coming.
Inside and in. Looks like they're going to lose their final dot, Dave.
Yeah. The dot race
Tampa's out of challenges.
is over for the Rays. That's a weird way to burn your last one.
Borderline. Interesting.
2 down, nobody on. Chapman hits pop-up. So the leadoff hit, but no runs again. McClanahan is through 6 tonight with the Rays ahead 2-0. Well, bottom 6, 2 solo home runs from the Rays. The difference in this game. Tampa Bay with a 2-0 lead over the Giants. First game of this 3-game weekend series. Taylor Walls against Ray, out toward the gap in left center field, and that's a base hit. Lee plays it on a bounce. His throw to second is going to be offline, and it was going to be late anyway. So that's a leadoff double from Taylor Walls, the 9th place hitter.
Yeah, jumps on a little fastball here and turns the lineup over with a little runner in score position threat. Well, the pitching decisions presented by Sage. Last out of the bottom of the 3rd, Chandler Simpson. He goes 4-seamer. Then he backs it up with a slider away. And then a 4-seamer challenge. Call confirmed. Got it.
Here's Simpson again. There's a strike. Well, you would think, I mean, the Giants are thinking it's a possibility. A bunt would be one of the choices for Simpson here. He's already bunted for a hit once. Hasn't shown it yet. He squares and pulls back. Bailey, and the runner takes off as Bailey threw to second, and Walls just steals one on the Giants.
And it's a risky play right there. Kind of caught in no man's land and baits the throw and full sends. Almost Javi Baez type play right here. Let's take a look. And he was actually, I don't know if he premeditated that, because it looked like he was out of position, but then jab steps back and full sends. That's impressive.
So now the infield comes in. Fouled away. Two and two. Nobody out, so pressure on the Giants trying to stay down 2-0. Hold the line. Simpson. Still 2-2. Out to left, and that's going to be plenty deep enough to get the run home. Ramos catches, but that's a sacrifice fly, and it's 3-0 Rays.
Well, productive out for Simpson, a nice sac fly, but really just a crazy base running risk from Taylor Walls that pays off. And adds on to the Rays lead.
Here's the guy who hit one of the 2 home runs, Caminero. 2 at bats. He's seen 17 pitches, has that home run. Curveball. So show him something different.
That's right. Still haven't seen this one yet.
Yeah, that's true.
It's ahead.
Sounds like Ray wanted a new ball and the umpire wouldn't give him one. So Bailey finally, he was holding that thing out there, finally just threw it back to him. Two and one. Two and two. Well, game's not over. The Giants showed some offensive life late in the second game yesterday. Still 2-2.
And after a doubleheader, getting leaning on Ray to eat some innings and get out there. He's answering the call, no doubt. Rays have snuck a couple runs on him on some solo homers and a nifty base running move. But still, getting them deep into this game is huge.
Rays continue to have their bullpen working. The Giants bullpen is quiet. Popped up, should be playable. Devers into foul ground and now backpedaling. That's out number 2.
Staying with it through the white roof.
By the way, you can watch exclusive Giants interviews, extended highlights and press conference videos, tons of YouTube shorts, all on the NBCS Authentic YouTube channel. Subscribe now. 2 down. Ball 1 to Ryan Valade. Now the Giants get somebody up in the bullpen. That looks like JT Brubaker is just going to start warming up. That one's in there. Strike 1 call. Yeah, it's interesting. Yandy Diaz, who has a home run, is a right-handed hitter, is not on deck. Jonathan Aranda is on deck. So it makes you wonder, they wouldn't just be pinch hitting Aranda against Ray.
Diaz was kind of feeling on his left side during that at bat. I kind of noticed, didn't mention it, but maybe got an oblique or some tightness.
Maybe. Two and 1 to Valade. On the ground, Chapman throws him out, and the inning is over. But Another run for the Rays. The daring base running makes it 3-0. Our game summary brought to you by Toyota, and it's been a well-pitched game by the Rays. Some double play frustration for the Giants. Giants have only had one at bat with a runner in scoring position. Robbie Ray, 5 strikeouts, no walks, 6 innings, gave up 2 solo home runs. Shane McClanahan was really good, and he's out of the game after 73 pitches. Time for a change. Switch to Comcast Business for all-in connection and protection your small business can rely on. It's the only left-hander in the Tampa Bay bullpen, Ian Seymour.
Yeah, 13 1/3 innings, 6.75 ERA, 17 strikeouts, so opponents hitting 280 off of him.
Rise, foul ball, 0-2. So they're playing matchups with Arise and Devers both due up in this inning, using Seymour in this part of the Giants lineup. Let's see if a different look, somebody other than McClanahan, can help the Giants get things revved up. Rise drills that one out to right center field, but just didn't hit it quite hard enough to get it by Fraley. Out for Casey Schmidt. He went 0 for 2 against McClanahan.
So see if Casey gets a new look. Can get to this Rays bullpen, which hasn't been a huge strength for them. Their starting pitching has been exceptional, as we saw right there from McClanahan tonight.
Little broken bat flare, and over the reach of Williamson into center field. Schmidt's got himself a hit.
There you go. Keep fighting. Good hitters get jammed, and just strong enough to muscle that one out there. And when it's going good, these things fall in for you. And they keep challenging him inside, and you feel like that's Casey Schmidt's strength. He'll chase a little bit in there, but he can get to it, and able to beat Ben Williamson.
Now Devers had a hit his last time up and had a really good at bat.
And one of the best at bats we've seen. It's slowly kind of, you're seeing some rhythm come back. You're seeing some healthy balanced swings, some timing. Maybe that's the one that gets him going, but that was really a beautiful at bat versus McClanahan.
Off the corner, Devers kind of staring right at that spot, thinking, huh.
It's fun to watch them think about, do I want to challenge? They're replaying it in their imagination, and good no challenge from Devers. Beautiful pitch.
Went out right toward that same spot, didn't get the call, and of course the Rays don't have any challenges even if they wanted to. Devers is going to use his timeout. Talking to John Bacon about something. Big swing on the sweeper, 2-2.
Got the one he wanted up. Can see in his antics, he wants that pitch again. The body language is already starting to look a little different. You can feel he's right there.
He hits one sky high to right field, and I mean way up there. Fraley, it finally comes down, and he catches it out number 2.
I definitely lost that one to the naked eye. I was like, did it just stay up in the rafters? And man, did he hit that one to the moon. Couple good foul balls, just missing his pitch. 48-degree launch angle, 102 miles an hour straight up.
I think you're right about the way he looked in that at bat. He looked more Devers-like.
Yeah, the last two, it was like a hold your breath if you're the opponent, and it just felt like he was dangerous.
Strike one to Adames from Seymour. In the dirt. On the ground to short. 7th inning stretch time. Here at the Trop, the Rays lead the Giants 3-0.
All right, powerful performance brought to you by Xfinity. 26 years ago today, Barry Bonds hit the first ever splash hit home run off Rich Rodriguez of the Mets. Bonds went on to hit 34 more into McCovey Cove. 25 more than the next most, belt with 10.
It was dangerous out in the Cove when Barry was launching him. That power boat almost took out that.
It was a mad dash to get those iconic, historic home run balls.
That was number one. Robbie Ray stays in the game. We were watching him in the dugout, but maybe with Jonathan Aranda having to pinch hit for Diaz, we don't know what's going on with Diaz. Aranda, who's having a really good year, but you would figure there has to be something wrong with Yandy Diaz for the Rays to pinch hit him.
He's got 25 RBI on the season, 7 home runs. We'll take a look once again at Diaz, and you see how that kind of, he like does a little twist, kind of feels on it, stays in the game, but
yeah, there was something there
until now.
And as a DH, we wouldn't have found out right until his next at bat, which is now.
But he finished that at bat.
He did.
A fly out to Ramos.
Bailey's going to challenge. He hesitated and then decided.
This is the last one.
Yes, is challenging the ball.
And it might be a good one. It's going to catch a little seam, just enough. Good challenge.
San Francisco has 1 remaining.
The Giants still have one.
The dot race continues.
There's one lonely dot left up there. Two. Full count here. Now this may be the last pitch that Robbie throws in this game. He doesn't want to walk Aranda. JT Brubaker's been getting loose now for a while. Full count, 3-2. Foul. Ray knocks it down and throws him out.
Wins the battle.
Nicely done. Now we'll see if.
Looks like he might continue to go. Well, no. Now Vitello comes out. All right. Job well done. What a night for Robbie Ray. He's going to come out not with the lead, but a lot of respect from everybody getting deep into this ball game. Nice job, Robbie Ray.
Pitched well, only gave up 4 hits, but the Rays turned those 4 hits into 3 runs. So the Giants are going to the bullpen. Down 3-0 here in the 7th. Back right after this.
The 2026 All-Star Teacher Award presented by Provident Credit Union. Go to NBCSportsBayArea.com/AST to check out Brad Davis as well as the other finalists and vote now. The winning teacher school will receive $30,000.
New pitcher for the Giants. And time for a change. Switch to Comcast Business for all-in connection and protection your small business can rely on. It's the right-hander, JT Brubaker.
And JT Brubaker, 14 1/3 innings. A 2.51 ERA. 11 strikeouts. Does have 9 walks, though. Doesn't give in.
On the ground. Nice high hop for Adames. 2 outs. Brubaker retires the first guy that he faces, and now he'll go after Johnny DeLuca, the Rays center fielder. Strike 1. 6 1/3 for Robbie Ray. 102 pitches, just the 4 hits and no walks.
That's hard to.
Out to left field. Ramos catches. Robbie Ray pitches well. Brubaker gets a couple outs. We go to the 8th with the Giants down 3. Our upcoming schedule brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort. This series continuing tomorrow and Sunday. Broadcast start times tomorrow 2:30 in the Bay Area, and then 10 a.m. on Sunday. Then the Padres are in town for a couple of night games at Oracle and a day game on Wednesday. Off day Thursday. The Pirates will be in for 3 over the next weekend. As the Rays go back into the bullpen, Cole Sulser, the right-hander, throws strike 1 to Jung-Hoo Lee.
And he's a rare breed. Not a flame-throwing righty. He's got 16 2/3 innings. 3.24 ERA. 4-seamer changeup cutter. The changeup is kind of the neutralizer.
He jammed Lee there. Charging Williamson. Throws him out.
Yeah, we'll take a look at these numbers right here that I already kind of told you. Opponents hitting 288, but been effective without kind of the overpowering stuff. And you love to see these guys that just know how to pitch versus just overpowering the game. They still exist, Dave.
They do. In some ways, a lot of these style pitchers are now thriving. Giants send up Drew Gilbert as a pinch hitter for Encarnacion, and that prompts the mound visit. So Gilbert's going to hit. Get the left on right matchup. And Gilbert's at bats against righties these days are really good.
Had 3 hits yesterday in the bullpen game.
Swing and miss by Gilbert. It's a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. It is funny to see it because we're just so conditioned to the high octane velocity. And he throws him in the strike zone and still can get swings and misses.
And it's his most thrown pitch, the 4-seamer at 92.
Gilbert, foul ball. 93-mile-an-hour 4-seam.
Oh, okay.
Well, Brennan is on deck. Giants are down 3 and they're running out of outs. It's the 8th inning with 1 out. This Giants offense is just too many games like this. Giants been shut out 6 times already this year.
They've out-hit the Rays 6-4. But somehow the Rays have managed 3 runs on 4 hits when one of those hits got picked off.
That's hard to do.
Impressive.
Ground ball up the middle. Backhand play. Williamson again. 2 outs.
That was a very nifty fadeaway kind of Robinson Cano right there to get the Speedy Gilbert. I didn't think he was going to be able to pull this off. Full weight going one way, just jumps off the foot and fires a strike. Second game of the year at first base for Valade, and he's looked smooth over there.
Yes. So Brennan is sent up there as pinch hitter for Bailey. Those are the Sacramento numbers. Brennan's had 8 at bats with the Giants and is still looking for his first hit.
I was definitely thinking not too many games at first. He's had a couple short hop balls at first and just body language very low cortisol, just relaxed, smooth.
Makes you think he's been putting in some work over there.
Must have.
Oh, and 2.
Nothing stops a rise.
Brennan strikes out. So Sulser retires the Giants in order midway through 8, and the Rays still shutting the Giants out.
All right, Giants fans, bench your mobile provider for better coverage and bigger savings with Xfinity Mobile and get Wi-Fi plus 5G that won't strike out. Xfinity, imagine that.
JT Brubaker still in the game for the Giants. Robbie Ray went 6 1/3. We're in the last of the 8th, and the Giants are down to their final 3 outs of offense. Rays getting the guy who's mostly been the closer lately going in their pen. Strike 2 to Jake Fraley. Two up and away. Gilbert stays in the game and plays center fielder. That moves Jung-Hoo Lee over to right, and Eric Haas is now catching after the Giants used a pinch hitter for Patrick Bailey. Check swing and a ball. 2-2. Baker is the guy warming up for the Rays. Strike 3 called, and Jake Fraley, guess what, man? You can't challenge. You got no challenges. Tell your teammates to not blow your challenges.
It might have been a strike either way. It's pretty close here. It's not some terrible call. Yeah, that's definitely a ball.
It was close, though. Fortes.
The art of the team challenging. It's a thing.
Or a month in to the ABS system. I do think we're seeing teams maybe start to adjust strategy a little bit. Fortes pops it up, shallow center. Gilbert still coming in. Smile on his face.
He's got that closing speed.
Now a message from the Sacramento International Airport. We're a long way from Sacramento. A bunt popped up. It's going to drop foul. Man, Brubaker, he was running as fast as Gilbert coming off the mound.
He looked like the road runner over there.
That's how much a pitcher wants it out.
The wheels were spinning from up here. Take a look at him take off right here. And if you could see everyone else, he was 2 times the speed with Haas and Devers. Still not very close.
Yeah, pitcher sniffs it out. He's going for it.
That's their job. You want to get it done.
1-1 to Walls. Walls big at bat last time up against Robbie Ray. Leadoff double, and then when he was at second, he kind of baited. Whether he really did it intentionally or kind of got caught in no man's land, and Bailey threw behind him. And
I'm still not sure, but the fact that he jab stepped back and then took off so quickly, I feel like he did it on purpose. That is really bold.
And he stole third base on the Giants and
Kind of very savvy, yeah.
Scored on a sacrifice fly. So he created a run all by himself.
That reminds me of kind of stuff you'd see from Javi Baez, and Jose Siri actually could do some crazy moves like that.
Back.
Maybe he learned it from him. He played here for a little bit.
Could be.
Probably not together though. I don't think they crossed paths.
This guy's the king of the safety squeeze. He loves to safety squeeze, Taylor Walls. Obviously, the scenario has to present itself, but if there's a runner on third when he comes up in this series, the Giants are going to be on high alert. A little bit high.
A little bit high.
No challenge. 2-2. Looped into shallow right. Walls with the big turn. Rise cut it off, and then
If Devers was there, they might have had a back pick, but I don't think Rise was going to risk that throw. But Walls, he is aggressive on the base pass.
I had almost felt like he was trying to bait Lee into throwing behind him and then take off again.
He's got some running back type lateral movement.
He's got the uniform dirty tonight, that's for sure. Simpson on the ground is short. Adames, you got to get it there fast, and he does. So we go to the ninth. Last chance for the Giants. Ramos, Chapman, Arise, top of the order coming up.
$5.01 Giants tickets are available now thanks to Levi's 501 flash sale. Get tickets to games in May, June, and July for just $5.01. It's a pretty good series. You can get the Nationals, Brewers, and more. Hurry, this offer ends Sunday. Buy tickets at sfgiants.com/501.
Well, here we go. Brian Baker out of the bullpen. He's already got 7 saves this season for the Rays. Now Ramos swings at the very first pitch and pops it up to right field. So 1 pitch and 1 out in the ninth with the Giants down by 3.
He does have 7 saves, but he's had 9 opportunities. So
Giants have had a lot of at-bats that have ended fast tonight. Haven't drawn a walk again. That's become a big problem for this Giants offense. They're last by far in baseball in drawing walks.
I have a theory a little bit on that. Is when you're driving the ball and you're hitting a lot of homers, you kind of scare them into that, and you see the walks come when they're hitting the ball pretty well.
It's definitely a part of it.
There's threats going on. And
strike 1 to Chapman from Baker.
Matt Chapman, just 1 home run so far in the year. Very uncharacteristic. You know those homers are coming.
Hit a ball hard to left in the 4th inning where a little more lift and maybe it goes out. Hit it hard enough to be a home run, but it was caught.
Yeah, 103 line drive out. Now he's going to have to battle with 2 strikes here to try to get the Giants on base. He's got to get 2 base runners to try to bring the tying run to the plate.
2-2. Chapman's been walking more than any other Giant. He's got 14 walks on the year. Nobody else has even 10. Strike 3, and he does not use the one remaining Giants challenge. It's just right down the middle. Right here.
Little change up, bottom of the zone. Stays in there.
So now the Giants are down to their final out, and they're down 3 runs. Rise. After the first pitch, that was a changeup.
That's what you're going to see. It's pretty much a 2-pitch mix. He does have a slider, but mainly 4-seamers and changeups.
Now the Giants are down to their final strike. Another foul ball. Rise is not going to go down quietly.
No, he is not. He's fighting every at bat.
One and 2.
Quick like mongoose.
Ground ball to first, and that's the game. For the 7th time already this year, the Giants have been shut out. This one starts this series against the Rays. 3-0 final score.
Yeah, they had some base hits. They had some threats. Not able to cash in once again here tonight. Robbie Ray, spectacular outing, and the Giants just not able to get it done here today. And Ray's McClanahan was pretty nice. It was crispy. It was 97 from him. The velo was up. Changeup's working good, and have to get back out there and continue to push.
Yep, Giants going to have to get this figured out. There's nowhere to hide against these good teams the Giants are playing. And another frustrating night for the Giants offense. The looks sort of say it all. 3-0. The Rays beat the Giants. For Hunter Pence, Dave Fleming saying thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for Toyota Giants postgame live coming up after these messages.